We gotta get a roll out. Oh god, my phone for my Twitch chat is dying. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, someone's finished their crying session.
Yeah.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. I say this, I have a small bit of French blood in me, but I am an England fan as well, so... I didn't watch the game, but I was keeping tabs on it, but... It was a rough one. It was ups and downs, but... We haven't had a ping out yet, so don't worry, we don't need to be too professional. Verify, I heard you've been ill.
Yes, I have been.
Are you feeling a little bit better?
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
Very, very good.
You might get a lot of yeps from me for a while.
Yeah, that's alright.
Oh.
He just is speechless at England's.
If we're gonna go out, I'd rather go out like that. Fighting.
Then to Morocco.
That was a great performance. Great performance from him. But we just came out.
If we were gonna go out, we weren't going out to Morocco, unlike Portugal.
Yeah.
Oh, so what does it make? What does that make that? Should have let Mount take the pen. Hey, I didn't watch the game. Verify. What do you think?
Oh, of course Harry's got to take the pen.
Ow. It's in the bin, it's in the bin. We are in the bin. Says someone in chat. Hello everyone, and there's already 5 of you here. Actually 4 of you here, including myself.
Mbappe who?
Yeah,
Where was Mbappe
score.
in that game?
Could have done better in a wheelchair.
He was in Kyle Walker's pocket, mate.
Wow.
That's alright. We'll be back at the World Cup in 4 years' time, unlike other nations.
Why are people not going? Oh, why? Neymar and Messi's. No, not Neymar, Messi's and Ronaldo's last cup, isn't it?
No, it's the usual nations that don't qualify, really.
Oh.
Ireland.
I'm just back from an 8-hour shift. Oof.
Northern Ireland is better than Ireland.
I'm gonna stay out of the football. Where else?
I'm not even looking at chat. I'm just
Someone said Scotland. But
I said, why am I commentating and not driving?
Yeah, why are you commentating and not driving?
I refuse to do this track.
You refuse to do Canada?
Yes.
Really?
The last time I did this track, you were commentating over it.
Really?
And I gave up. I had such a bad time, I don't want to do it again.
And I probably only make that worse, huh?
Maybe.
I'm told I have that effect. I'm told I have that effect on people. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We're going to be kicking off round... I nearly said round 6. Season 6, round 5 of Formula Virtual. It's all getting exciting here. Well, as we go to track, I personally like Canada, but Verify probably has a completely different opinion on me. As fucking the chat says, F off Verify, obviously, in your opinions to Canada.
My opinions to Canada. Oh.
You do not like Canada, do you?
I do not like Canada. After that last race we did, I think it was in Aces League as well, where we had this track. I had the worst time of my life, honestly.
I
And it was on this game. Yeah. I just couldn't go fast anywhere without my rear end going.
Into the nearest wall, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have tricky parts. You have War of the Champions, which is a big crash area. You have lots of chicanes going off some really long, fast sectors. So you really got to have your braking points narrowed down on this track. That's the struggle of Canada, and who's going to be the first brave enough to take to the track of Canada first? I think it's going to be AlphaTauri of IDS. I'm going to be taken to the track first. I won't look at tyres, but I will pull up that lap time data. I know they don't like me having gear shifts on because of like the gear stuff at the moment, because they want TikTok content in a TikTok format. So I'm giving them that. So yeah, IDS is brave enough to tackle a cloudy Canada. My weatherman hasn't appeared. Yeah. Oh. I was promised my weather, and he hasn't appeared. The track is it raining? The track looks very like moist.
No,
like
it's not
it
raining.
looks very like shiny. It could be a transitional quali session. I think we might get rain in the second half. It would explain why Josh Thomas hasn't given me a weather report, because he'll too be busy trying to get a lap in, then come in and then tell me.
But it's too late. That's a weather report's not quick enough. I
want
to know now.
I had to move off Channel 4 to Channel 5, but Channel 5's becoming unreliable now. I think Channel 6 might have to be. Who wants to step up and become Channel 6 weatherman?
That's like looking at my phone and having to wait 5 minutes looking at the weather app to see what it's going to be like in 5 minutes. Come on.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the track map. Thank you so much. Tread weather. Rain in race. Possible rain at end of session. It's a wet race. You're lucky you sat this one out. Verify.
Yeah. Well, I just knew.
You know.
I knew the moment the calendar was announced. I said to my team, I'm not doing calendar.
Like you're like. You're like, I'm here for that weekend. I'm like perfectly able to race. I'm just not going to.
I said it. I'll just do comps, and here I am.
Tread weather is the new income of weather, it would seem, as Channel 5 has become desolate. Tread weather has taken over, as IDS does very well to avoid the World Champions. Could go on a little bit easier.
Troy is
retired? He's in the pit lane. He's in the pit lane. He's retired in the pit lane. Maybe
for a last to first.
Maybe he wants to show off a little bit, but
he already feels like he's won the championship and decided to do the last to first early.
Well, let me give you a quick.
Season he did that. He won the championship and then just went to last to
first. Yeah. Let me give you a quick run through then of the current times. Put in Panda 2000, which is a name I have not seen before. Reserve driver by chance? Could you look that up for me? Verify. A 110.404, Victor a 110.575, Jacobo a 110.823, Evan a 111.190, Tristan the other Williams a 111.223, Oliver adding a new prefix to his name of TTG, but let's see if new prefix, new Oliver. Let's see if that principle applies. A 111.280, Morris a 111.337, it's a 111.467, Josh Tomo a 117.20. Who was that? Rio is a name I also haven't seen. That will probably be another reserve driver, a 110.775.
It's getting wet. It's raining.
It's getting wet.
It's raining, yes. I can see on Nova's POV it's raining.
Nova.
I'm seeing drops on the screen.
Oh, it's raining. Has Josh given the weather report? No. We've moved to tread weather. We've moved off Channel 5. I've gone from Channel 4 to Channel 5. Channel 5's now died on me. I'm going to Channel 6.
I flip my phone, the amount of messages
Channel 6, a.k.a. tread weather. Track colder than my relationship with my will. Tread weather update. It's raining, lads. Helen moist. Like full on Lando Norris radio there. Who is shocking me right now? I mean, Jacobo running quite high up is actually very surprising.
Yeah, he's managed. A lot of these drivers had to get a lap in quick then. but I don't know how long this rain's going to stay.
I think
Could
this
only
is
just
this
spit
is
and
going to
it'd be alright,
I think this is going to be the qualifying order. I think it's going to be 1 lap and 2 wet to set another one.
If so, then that's a Division 2 driver on pole position. Panda is in Division 2.
Harvey, I know it's a wet race. I've had Tread Weather report to me that it is a wet race. So yeah, everyone's back in the pits. Is Josh Tomo back in the pits? Can we get some Channel 5 slander in the chat for ditching me?
Channel 5 are too busy crying, apparently.
Channel 5 is washed. Just like the driver. Shots are being
who
fired.
said that?
Shots are being fired.
Who said that?
Yeah, not me. I think Matty joined the VC and left after he said that. I think that was I think Matty hijacked my comms there for a minute. I'm so sorry, everybody. But Ids is still out. It's actually gonna set a lap. Hasn't gone up the leaderboards though. Even now, it seems the lap times are still going up and up and up.
Yeah,
Formula Virtual in the chat. Hello, Bufferino Phil, Paranoid, or whoever's logged in on the account at the same time as me.
Probably Callum, I reckon.
Yeah,
Callum.
it's a me. It's a me, a Paranoid. G'day, Paranoid. Nice to see
with the
you
weather
pop on
right
by.
now, this is where all the invalid laps are going to come in.
Well, yeah, the invalid laps come in, and then it's going to get too wet, and no one's going to be able to set a lap. I'm calling this. I'm calling this the final qualifying results. If I'm quite honest.
Is 4 tenths up.
Don't get me wrong. On some parts of the track, it's definitely dry, but the rain's just slowly coming over the rest of the track.
Bit of lag. Yeah, Morris is 5 tenths up.
Oh, time up.
Yeah.
Morris is up on time. Paranoid, emphasizing for drivers to be careful into the hairpin for incidents, and especially entering the pit lane. We'll keep our eye on that to do the civil duty of the people, but it is the admin's job. Gets very close with Wall of Champions. Actually improves the time.
Yeah.
A 1:10.915.
Just shaving the Wall of Champions. Oh. I'm about to go, all race.
He's just
like in Baco.
Josh Tomo out on an outlap.
Evan Sung to finish his lap. What's he going to do? Oh, goes third fastest.
Oh, so people are improving.
Yeah. So it's not wet enough.
So it's not wet enough.
Oh, and Evan Sung is spun.
Josh in
Maybe it's wet enough
P14.
now.
Evan. Oh, I looked down to see Josh in P14 Channel 5 is washed, and I look up to see Evan spun around. What happened to Troy? He retired as soon as the session started. I think he already thinks he's won the championship and wants to go last to first. Oh, he broke his wing on outlap. Oh. Strange.
So he retired in the pits.
And was too lazy to go out. Sounds like Troy A to me.
It's not a budget, like, it's alright. You got unlimited amount of wings, Troy.
You won't get fined.
You've
Panda...
not got the proper Hask budget. You ain't got Mick Schumacher in your car, like, cars, so come on.
Panda,
or
actually...
Or putting Giovinazzi in your car, him spinning it.
I say Panda doing well, but he's just cut a chicane and not gotten track limits for it. I do not know what happened there. Oh, he's on outlap, that's why. Definitely reining into the hairpin now. Panda, though, has shocked me. Reserve driver currently top of the charts. This is why I think teams should let their reserve drivers race more. Just like one session a season. Like, at least even if your driver can make every race, make one race where your reserve can race. Just to see what they can do and see if they're worth. It's like that FP1 rule. Just get the reserve in for one race. Just see how they do. Because Panda's done some shocking results so far. I mean, Troy isn't in the session, yes, but usually you got a few usuals who are up top. Down bottom right now might be weather, might be track. Josh P8 still washed. I mean, he's currently P9. I don't know who went up there. Oliveira out on a lap. We'll keep an eye on 7/10 up. This is very confusing. It is raining and they're going faster. I don't understand. Maybe there's just really good dry line, really good grip on that line due to rubber being laid down. I assume we ain't got too much longer in the session. But definitely keep eyes on that timer. Yellow flags ahead as Oliver's going to back off on that lap after, I assume, ERS restraints, but I cannot see. That's an Aston Martin going there through of Nova. We'll take a look. Nova currently P15 with a 1:12.259. Not a great lap time.
I've just noticed how close Victor and Sung's time are.
Oh my goodness! 1/1000th.
Look at 4th, 5th, and 6th. Look at their time.
Oh my Jesus!
Some close times here.
There are some very close times as Nova's gonna head into the pit lane. Oliveira, I don't know what he's doing down the main straight. Taking it very slow. Yannick retired in the pits. Yannick isn't here.
Why are you saying Yannick? Yannick's not here, mate. You're right.
Oh no, Yannick's in the Twitch chat.
Oh.
And he's on about Troy. So he was telling Yannick what happened to Troy as Oliveira spins on a competitive lap into turn 3. I don't know how to count chicanes. Do you count the whole chicane? Like, because there's like 3, like, what's her 1 turn, 2 turn, because that's how many times you turn the wheel, or do you count the bit in the entry 1, 2, 3? I don't know. So whenever there's a chicane in the first corner, I'm always like Imola and here, I'm just like, I'm not gonna bother counting corners. I usually just count chicanes because there's so many, and the chicanes are literally the only corner. You have 4 chicanes in a hairpin. Welcome to Canada. I see why you hate it.
Victor is a 10th up.
Victor, 10th up to the hairpin. Could put it to now? Panda. 2 10th ups puts it above Panda. The dry line must have some really good traction right now. Chicanes around a lake. Yes, paranoid. We are just racing around a lake. Victor is gonna see if he can put it to Panda 2000. I'm gonna take Wall of Champions, but invalidate. I call that chicane right there. Make or break chicane, just because. That would have been
pole as well.
It would, especially in qualifying, but even in the race, it makes or breaks qualifying and races. Invalidation's so common around that part of the track. Especially with Wall of Champions right there as well. It can literally break your car, as well as make your lap. And the ping has finally gone out that there's a stream.
Yeah.
That was very delayed. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Can say YouTube is faster.
Yeah, can say YouTube definitely is a lot quicker for sending out pings. That bot is getting slower and slower by the week. Maybe I need to give the bot a good yelling. Evan, up 9 seconds, never mind. Just doing my usual scoutings. Excuse me, yawning.
Yawning.
Oh my god, don't you start. Don't bring this back. That is the first yawn. That's the first yawn on commentating for like forever. It's later than my usual commentating hours, okay?
I'm sorry, Evan Sung. Cameron finds you boring.
I don't find you boring. This is later than my usual commentating hours.
Evan Sung also has a moment there and has to back out of his time.
You probably distracted him, bro. How could you?
You called him boring.
You called him boring.
You've yawned.
That's my bodily impulse of
rude.
needing. That was my bodily impulse of needing more oxygen. What is wrong with that?
If you're gonna do it, look away.
I did look away.
I need proof.
Speaking of yawning, I might start yawning if I have to look at Josh Tomo for a lap longer. I'm joking.
Oh.
Sorry, Josh. I know you're not in the stream today because you would have told me my damn weather. So I'm gonna make sure I capitalize. I'm gonna start yawning because he's so washed.
He's invalid.
Oh! Into Wall of Champions.
Channel 5. Yeah, signal problems going on there at Channel 5.
He's gone Spinella. Who was that who's just retired? Victor 06. I think the rain's definitely picked up in viscosity. No, that means like the rain's thick. Yannick says that's a clip.
5 place grid penalty for Rio, whoever Rio is.
Rio, P7 currently. Colliding with another car. I assume it's a Ferrari. Is that Ferrari going backwards? Nope. Okay, it's back in the pit lane now. Someone clip that with Cameron saying what I said. Oh god. I think we'll see a mass.
Rio's a debut driver, I believe, in Formula V. I've never seen him.
I've never seen him. I've been on and off for a few seasons.
Brazil are also out.
This is like round 5, isn't it? Aren't we nearly like halfway through this season? It's a 12-race calendar, is it not?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I know I've missed like 2 races, but it's only felt like 3.
Yeah. It's Belgium next week, and then
a
week break, and then we come back with Singapore.
Yay! Singapore, I love it. But I always end up commentating Belgium in Formula Virtual. I don't know how and why. I just end up commentating it. Who is this? How much time have we got left? Surely not long. McLaren approaching checkered flag now. Gets on by AlphaTauri of Panda. Coming to checkered flag now. No, going to take pit lane. The other AlphaTauri. That is checkered flag. IDS will be the last one to complete a lap, I think, as actually is the Alpine behind him? No. Literally, IDS taking the checkered flag perfectly to be the last one in to set a lap. It's going to be a Haas of IRS Pink Eye. Up 8/100ths of a second. I don't think it'll be improvement. Why is Formula Virtual's name now Graham? I can't. The chat. I need to read the chat later. I need to look at the laps being set. IRS Pink Eye. I'm gonna come across the line. If it's improvement, it's gonna be minor. It is minor improvement. No positional advantage. Aston Martin of Nova. Improvement, but no positional. Oliveira and IDS. IDS is invalid. Oliveira comes into the pit lane, and that will be your qualifying, ladies and gents.
So from the looks of it, Haas have got some work to do if they want to get their 1-2s.
If Haas wants their 1-2, yeah, if Haas wants a dominant season again, they're going to need to work for it. Let me just catch up with chat. Someone clip that. I will do when it's out on YouTube if you remind me. Bet Josh's wash confirmed. Replace Singapore with Baku, please. Give Cameron nightmares. No. Whatever you do, I will magically disappear for that week of Baku if it ever does appear. Yeah, you love taking. You love talking people out on taking people out on Singapore. I don't know who that. I think like 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes on what? Alright, what? I need a full-time Div 1 driver seat, thanks yo. Yo, Helium Hamster needs a hamster needs a full-time Div 1 driver seat.
I've just been told, I think it's a wet race.
We knew that ages ago by Treadweather. Panda 2000 takes pole, surprisingly, as a new debutee, well, probably not debutee, but reserve driver. Victor P2, Evan P3, Eds P4, Oliveira P5, Jacobo P6, Riot P7, but with a 5-place grid. Tristan 8th, Morris 9th, Josh Tomo 10th, Jake Pack 11th, Oliver P12, IRS Pink Guy P13, Final Flame 14th, Nova 15th, Samstorm Pixie 16th, Fraser Fishy 17th. I was wondering why I didn't see Fraser Fishy, and Troy P18.
Yeah, Fraser had a qualifying ban. So that's why we didn't get to see him.
I mean,
not just copying Troy, eh?
No, I don't know why. I was wondering. I swear Fraser Fisher checked in and I hadn't seen him, but now he is. Hey, up! Are we going to see some wet compound tires used, or is the race going to be postponed?
A wet race in Canada. What a great, what great combination that is.
God,
I think a wet Baku is bad. God.
Get the mince pies at the ready. You're gonna want some food and sit down for this.
But it's supposed to dry up later on during the race, so...
It's supposed to dry up later on during the race.
I'm expecting a lot of carnage, to be honest.
Paranoid's grabbing his popcorn. I've got my mince pies. I gotta wait. Paranoid's got his popcorn. I got my mince pies. As we're gonna start the formation lap around a wet Canada. What are the tyre choices of the drivers? It's intermediates across the whole grid, so it seems like the weather's either going to get better or worsen. It is hard to say as of now unless Tread Weather does have any reports for more. Canada, very interesting circuit. I tend not to count corners and count chicanes and hairpins instead, as that is all the corners the track consists of. There's a very, very long straight, so you really want low downforce, but it makes it tricky with so many chicanes around the circuit to run such a low downforce setup. So you've got to try and find that balance in between, but it's definitely, yeah. We've had a Tread Weather report. Wet to dry. Dry right at end. Track very wet. That is the weather report from Tread Weather, as Josh Tomo has still not sent me
disappointed.
the weather report. Tread says, I am soaked. Is it raining? Like, is there precipitation?
Very small amounts. Probably going to dry up pretty quickly, maybe.
Yeah, if you get some cars running on it and we'll have the same conditions as in quali, I think we'll be fine. Get me an umbrella. Canada is a very good and tricky track, I do agree. Verified is not. 20 minutes of rain is the broadcasted amount. See? Like, oh, Panda getting very squirrely at the front. Why do we need TAS when we have tread weather?
I've just noticed.
Go on.
There's not a Mercedes on the track.
There's not yeah, verify. Why is there no Mercedes on the track?
I don't know, why is there not a Mercedes on the track?
Don't you race for Mercedes?
No, I'm not Mercedes.
Who do you race for?
I'm Alpine.
Oh, you've got Morris in your seat. Okay. Well, we're gonna get going, so...
No. The Monster.
Oh god, this is... actually, this is slightly better if I look at P2. The Monster said no, Charlie is unwell. Okay.
The computer said no, yeah.
Chris doesn't like Canada. 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, 4 like, 5. And we're green in Montreal as Panda gets it's very slow start. I'm sorry, it's so anticlimactic. Panda though, best start out of the 3 actually. Evan gonna put it down around the outside for the second corner into the chicane for lap 1. Victor losing a position out to Evan, but Panda still maintaining that front position. Tristan and Morris on big gains right now. Tristan trying to make another gain going into the chicane. Tristan there taking some grass. Making sure those tyres are all buttered up for the following corners. As at the front, the 2 have broken away. They're already out a second, Panda and Evan. It's definitely a race between them as there's some big action happening back here as we hit a straight part of the track.
Somehow remaining clean.
Somehow it is
that barrier,
clean. There's a bit
There's a
of
barrier there that sticks out, and it looks like they're gonna hit it. Oh. Oh god.
Here we have Jetpack and Josh Tomo side by side into the hairpin. Josh Tomo with the inside line and gonna have a better exit. Jetpack on the marbles and out of formation. Oh, pink eye. Why do you say that as if it's like you know the scene from Cars where they have like Cars 2 where they have those cameras they aim at the car tires and they just like explode. Yeah, like it's like why did it just like fucking VSC though, ladies and gentlemen, and a 5-second penalty for Sandstorm for collision with RS Pink Eye, I believe.
Who made up the most positions early on? How do I get
Troy,
it?
Fraser Fishy are tied with 4. As Tristan does join the forward front battle, as there's a 1.1 second gap between Victor and Tristan. The two Williams is staying pretty close together on the track. I'm chasing down Panda. Verify for your reference, I did not yawn in that very awkward space of silence.
Well, you're lucky because I wasn't listening.
There was nothing to listen. There was nothing to listen to.
For some reason, I got lost on the spectator menu. My brain just had a fart.
Your brain a fart.
But Sandstorm's got a 5-second penalty already. Wonder what he did for
collision with RS Pink Eye.
Ah.
Probably some front wing
Sandstorm.
damage. As with green.
Right down Sandstorm. I mean, what?
I didn't even hear what you said, so I'm not even going to try and pretend I did. Morris, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings already on lap 3.
Oh, no.
Averaging 1 track limit warning per lap as it stands. Oliver, I'm going to be making a move down into the first chicane with some very late braking. Putting this AlphaTauri under some pressure, but it is going to be Oliver. Running highest 7th, not a penalty yet. Maybe it is new prefix, new Oliver. Nova sets the fastest lap. I don't know how he's only just come across the line. He might have got caught up with that IRS Pink Eye accident. I think he did.
He did, yeah, he had stopped.
Yeah, I thought as much. What, he stopped under VSC?
Yeah.
I thought he got caught up like with the incident itself. Just spotting gaps. Rio, or Riot. I'm just going to call him Rio. Nova Pit he had damage. I thought so. I thought I saw another car going out with Sandstorm. This is a very awkward camera. Nice look at the black halo on that Aston Martin. That's not an Aston Martin. On the Red Bull, sorry. I was going to say, look, they finally changed the Aston Martin halo to black, but I forgot I wasn't looking at Aston Martin anymore. Tristan with a 3-second time penalty for more track limit warnings. I'll be thinking we'll be seeing a few more of those track limit warnings today as Tristan does get past Evan for P2 of the race, but due to early penalties, it's going to be very hard.
His own teammate, he had the overtake.
Pink Eye left no space, allegedly. We only saw it in the background. I don't know, Verify, did you get any better looks on that?
I did not see it, no.
Well, Fraser Fishy, CPI Troy, currently on the behind of a Ferrari of Jetpack Bar. Lots of straights here, of some very long straights as well. Hopefully Jetpack Bar does not pull his signature move
Jacobo on Ids
in this race. Jacobo on Ids. Oh, it's going through the chicanes. It's very risky. And here comes a Red Bull as well. And Josh Tomo. And the Red Bull goes through on both. Josh Tomo goes through on Jacobo. It's Josh Tomo taking a really whack line through that chicane. As Rio actually taking another position there. Back off Ids after Ids gets that position. Return, but he does that with gappage. Panda going 119.5. Jesus Christ. Maybe Panda should be racing more often for AlphaTauri. Maybe, I don't know, who's AlphaTauri's normal other driver?
It's
TTL.
TTL, Niall? Is that how you say it?
Oh,
Niall?
Niels, yeah.
Niels, yeah.
I know they're both TTL
Ooh.
drivers, so they probably have a deal in the contract there.
Final Flame actually bumps into the back of Troy A's car.
I did see Troy A gain. Ooh, virtual. What's happened? Debris build up? Are we on reduced?
Yep.
Are you sure we're on reduced? Can you check if we're on reduced? Because usually we don't get safety cars with debris build up if we're on reduced. Unless it's really bad debris build up. But VSC came out of nowhere. The only damage I could have thought it would be is for that CPI Troy A Final Flame damage, so Final Flame's front wing on the track. It is a VSC, but I don't know. Is it bugged? What happened to... Are you blind? What?
I can't find it.
Oh my god, oh look, Jesus Christ.
Where is it?
I'm looking, don't worry. It's on reduced, it's on reduced. As Tristan's gonna pit, that was a very quick VSC, but I don't know what happened. Let's enjoy the race now with a nice beer next to me. That says, paranoid, yes. Sit back, relax, paranoid. We'll try not to stress you out too much. Morris picks up a penalty, which I think was, or I think he got that recently, I would assume. Maybe under VSC. I assume it's only 3 seconds with multiple track limits. Would be my assumption.
I'm so blind, I can't find it.
I found it. I found it.
For every single one, and I couldn't see it.
Oh my!
What's going on?
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Just take a chill pill.
My mind is so foggy right now.
Your
That's
mind.
my illness coming back.
God.
I'm still recovering, alright?
I know. I did say take it easy.
I've got flying colours. What do you mean? There's colours all over the place.
It's very dark and grey here, though. I don't know. Well, I don't know what screen you're looking at right now. I mean, lots of bright cars, but it's very dark, gloomy.
My eyes are still printed in green from the football game.
Tread, how are we? How are we in the pit lane? Is it still sopping wet, my friend? Do you still need that umbrella? I did ask someone to bring you one. I don't know if they ever did. Where are we on track? I'm just flicking between drivers. Here we go. Jacobo on IDS. Plenty of beers on my house. The bottom drawer of the fridge, that's supposed to be for veggies. They are completely filled with beer. Oh, God.
Oh, Josh Thomas and Fraser Fisher. I think Josh has a moment there with his rear, but I just
did he have
Fraser's goal? They go side by side. Oh, they tap.
Josh Tomo backs out.
Oh, who's that? Who's that facing the other way? Is it Aston
Martin? No, it's Oliver.
Who's facing the other way?
We have a weather report on that note. Still very moist. Got a piece of debris in the face from sandstorm. Shaking my head. Troy looking close on the behind of Josh Tomo after that moment. We'll keep an eye on. We do wish Tread a speedy recovery from debris to the face. Maybe an impending lawsuit there for Sandstorm, sadly, but that is how the cookie crumbles.
The track is definitely getting better because Panda keeps going faster and faster.
The track is definitely improving, yes. Hashtag save our reporters. Anyway, CPI Troy. I thought there'd be a bit more evasiveness from Troy A today. I was expecting a lot more pace, but I do get it is sopping wet.
Yeah. It's a bit harder to try and race when it's all wet. And he's probably got to be a lot more careful with those in front of him because they could easily make a mistake.
And then just go.
T-bone them.
And then just go kaplot.
Yep. Makes the water splash like little. That's what could happen.
And we had a couple of VSCs too. I don't know what that is in reference to, as Rio gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. you do love to see it. I cut off Troy at the wrong time there. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Ooh, squeeze for space. Dives down the inside with a beautiful lunge. Josh Tomo going to try and take the inside line. It's going to be very rough. I just realized I'm on cockpit camera there. So sorry, guys. Regarding to Troy. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Watch Nova.
Is that...
No, because Josh Tomo and CPO Troy are fighting. And Josh Tomo actually does get the position back there. Where is Nova? Nova's right behind Sandstorm. We'll give it a look if this battle dies down. I do see he's fighting Sandstorm. Okay,
Troy's car setup doesn't have a lot of pace in this car at the moment, right? So I'm seeing Final Flame just get straight to the back of it.
Here goes Nova on Sandstorm into turn 1. Down the inside. He's gotten the lunge through. Is it gonna pay off on exit? Yes, it is. He has done it. Back to Troye. Actually, no, up to Rio on Oliveira. Ooh, a little bit of a drift there, making a evasive action. By the way, Sandy has never driven wet on medium traction control. I don't know what that means. I know what that means, but Sandy, you're doing pretty well for your first rodeo. Congratulations.
Yes, you're in front of someone, Sandstorm. Well done.
You're in front of someone. If they were the wrong way on the track, it's irrelevant. You haven't
been lapped yet. Well done.
You haven't been lapped yet. Yeah, keep it going. You got this.
Be the first to pit onto the slicks, and then you'll win. Easy. I think once that crossover happens, I think there's going to be a fair few 5-second penalties out there.
To be fair, when it comes to the back of the grid, if you pit, the people around you pit whenever you pit because they think it's going to be transfer. So if you can sort of trick the front lot into a transfer window if you like a weather transfer window, like you could pit like a little bit early. Like little bit early, like before the track is fully dry, get your inters warmed up, and then go. It could be very interesting. The monster says, "What is this grid?" I don't know. Troy started last, but we are keeping an eye on him. The Helium Hamster, where's the Mercs? That is the question we all want to know. Jetpack getting a move done down the hairpin. He now has a very long straight in front of him. This is really going to test Jetpack's skills and expertise. Can he keep the car under control down a straight piece of track and not end up in a wall?
What happened to Troy? What's the...
Oh, it's not a Jetpack, but it's Josh Tomo in a wall down the straight.
With his front wing damage.
Oh, speaking of doing a jetpack bar, Josh Tomo just did. Jacobo actually making some moves. He's gone down a fair few positions, but he's going up the position. He's down. Fraser Fishy actually also in front of Troy now. I don't know when that happened. Oliver gets a 3-second time penalty. We might have to track them in warnings. Great to see Alpine is doing good when Verify doesn't, right?
You can kiss my whole shiny...
Watch your language, Rodstream. Josh tilted from Jetpack's overtake that he had enough and smacked it.
Alpine are doing better. That
looking good for AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, yeah, a 1-7 ain't the best, but it could be worse. Let's take a quick look at penalties. It should just be all threes. 3s for Morris, Rio, Final Flame, Tristan, Josh Tomo, Nova, Oliver, and not Sandstorm. So Oliver picks up his first penalty. Panda might get 2 wins in a row.
He won Division 2 last.
Did he?
Yeah, oh.
Niels is here. Niels, your replacement's in first. Do you think you could be in first currently?
Your replacement's about to get more points than you, mate.
you gotta really show yourself up in this next next week.
I think Neil's currently sat on none, so
maybe the seat may be at risk down at Alpha Tower. Let's see how nice your team principal is. Jacobo looking for a move on Ids into hairpin territory. Jacobo gonna try and take an inside line. No avail again. Fraser Fishy not too far behind. Neil saying, "Don't do me like that, guys."
sorry.
We are sorry, we're not sorry. Jacobo gets overtaken by Fraser Fishy. Paranoid says, "Get in there, Jacobo." Very bad timing, Paranoid. But Jacobo losing their position to Fraser Fishy, as Fraser Fishy puts a car in between him and Troy. Troy being you read it too late. They came through my end as I read it, so you might have said it at the time where he was making an overtake on Niels, but not Niels, sorry, but it didn't happen then. Right, I'm stealing Panda. Team principals, turn your eyes to the man in first. He is a reserve driver. He's a Div 2 driver, so snatch him up. Although, to be fair, we can't really say too much because it's a wet race around a track a lot of people don't like, and it's kind of hard to judge.
Yeah.
It's hard to judge. Skill level also based on one race. Canada might just be his favorite track. It is hard to know. If I was driving, I would lap everyone by now. I mean, Sandstorm hasn't been lapped yet. Is he still? Can we get Sandstorm Watch on the go? Has he been lapped yet?
He has not been lapped yet. No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think he has.
Wait, he has.
No! Damn it, Sandstorm! You had one job. Fraser Fishy. I'm just saying names now while I look through people. I mean, I'll keep an eye on Jacobo, Fraser Fishy, and Troy's. They're all pretty close at the minutes. Panda Washstar driver. Formula Virtual. Paranoid saying no Sandy. It's Niels, Panda, Yannick, and Margin. I think he told me how to say his name. Margin, I think it is Margin. Are goats. You cannot ruin the team. There's an argument between the TPs. Trying to sign Panda to the team. And lads, take your confidential argument somewhere else.
What's Panda's contract on though?
That is a good question. It's a Marine. Marine? I thought it was Marine. I don't know. He told me how to say it because I got to interview him the other day, and he said it like the H, how you would say it with a slight Spanish accent, like a but it's hard to tell. As Fraser Fishy does get past Ids, or Ids tries to overtake Fraser Fishy and fails. The contract extension is already agreed. Oh no, lads!
Could change his mind.
He can break. Yeah, isn't there one of the new rules? You can break out of a contract whenever, as long as you have permission from the team.
Yeah, you need both agree. TP and driver need to agree. Terminate contract.
Marine.
Flag. Who's that for? Who's making a hippie? Is it Jacobo? Jacobo and an
Jacobo and Ids. 5-second penalty for Jacobo. Severe collision with Ids. Evan Song, 3-second penalty. A lot of penalties coming through there. And there's big words being thrown around in chat because they all sound like businessmen right now.
Oh.
Speak big dives and big words right now. Oh, the stream. Are you going to be Cameron trying to say mine? Yeah, it is. agreements don't constitute an actual good contract. I know verbal contracts versus written is very different. Stop throwing around big business words. This is not big business times. What had happened between Fraser Fishy and Troy? I know they had that incident with... Oh, were they really that far apart with 2 cars between them? Jesus Christ. Just didn't click. Tristan then and Jetpack Bar. I am big business, like IGN, like sign. Mine. I don't know. He told me the other day, and I don't remember.
Don't make me say his name.
Weather report, weather update. Ted weather report. 10 minutes till dry. If you pit, you're silly. This concludes the report. No, I'm trying to ask one question, but then you Marine. You can't just say.
Wait, Panda? What?
Panda? Oh,
Panda's
he's pit. Tread, what happened there?
He's on New Inter's Panda.
Can you pronounce... huh? Like the river in Germany. Rhine. But... Marine with a Spanish... Rhine, but with a Spanish R. He's story.
Can we stop going on about... yeah.
Let's get back to the racing.
There are pit boxes happening.
Boxes. Let me look on the...
boxing.
It's new intermediates for Panda.
Yep. Did Morris also box, or did he have a slip up? Morris is also on the new pair of Inter.
Right.
Alright, stop it. Stop it.
Marine.
Stop it.
Marine.
Oh, that's a Red Bull round.
Oh, Sandstorm.
Is that Sandstorm?
I knew it was. I didn't even need to look on the mini map. I just knew it was Sandstorm.
Yeah, I wondered why the grid didn't change at all.
But no. Sorry, force of habit. You got it this time. Is it just a jetpack effect, baby? Huh? Jetpack effect? Who hit a wall? Did someone hit a wall?
I don't think so.
Morris also pit onto New Inters. I don't think it's drying up. Silly Sandstorm
it might
was
not dry up.
Blues.
It might just stay like this.
Got spun by God. It's also pit. Sandstorm, 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Hold on a second. Sandstorm. God takes no prisoners. Jetpack on the behind of Morris. Your replacement. Verify how is Morris doing in comparison.
As you said it. As you said it.
Verify you've spun.
You know what? My car is currently stuck in a second place. I'll take that.
Jetpack effect.
Whether that was a bump in the back, who knows?
Jacobo and Final Flame. It's commentator's curse. Yep. It's commentator's curse. It's how it is, sadly.
You talk about me and then it spins. Like, come on.
No, I just talk about a driver and it spins them. It's usually...
You're directing it at me.
Sandstorm has retired, sadly. It's sad to see him go. Sandstorm getting out of the rain. Although I'll tell you who is still in this rain. Treadcrab is down in the pit lane. As Giacomo burrowing up his tires on the grass again. Does he get past Jetpack? No, he gets past Final Flame. But Final Flame is going to take that liberty back on Jacobo. Medium traction greater than Sandstorm. Sandy just wanted to enjoy
Josh Thomas
the
retired.
person.
Josh Thomas out.
Channel 5 is dead.
He's put himself into the wall, and it is going to be a safety car.
Safety car, safety car. Be careful, guys, on the track, please. Optimal time to pit, not now. Treadweather, hello, guys. Down in the rain, news just in that anyone who goes in front of Jetpack crashes. Not the Wash Channel 5. Tristan Infinite enters. A lot of drivers holding out though, in the hopes for a soft transfer. Still got 15 laps in it. You can still pit onto softs. I think there's still
just a gamble though. If it doesn't change quick enough, then they have to pit or they get puncture. It's their big gamble, but I'm sure Jacobo is probably going to take the big.
Would you say Jacobo? Would you say Jacobo?
Jacobo has not stopped, so I think he's going to go for it.
You think he's a betting man?
Yep.
I've had those tyres up for a long time. I'm not Channel 5. I didn't say you were Channel 5.
Why drive-through penalty?
If you pit, you're silly. Ask Verify if he has...
Vic just got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, speed. He's second as well. It's not...
Yeah. Two drive-through penalties.
Rio's
got a drive-through penalty.
Oh! Okay, it's worse than I thought. Pull back up the tyres. Hold on. A lot of drive-throughs coming in now. It is a very tricky pit lane to not speed at. Jetpack might actually go through a lot of the pack here. He is. Jetpack's just going to zoom on up the order. Up into fourth.
He hasn't pitted, so he's going for the gamble. What about Jacobo? Jacobo also.
I've been asked to ask
go straight past everyone as well.
I've been asked to ask you if you have the optic game.
I do not. Did not know they were playing.
I don't know what it is.
Don't worry about it. Call of Duty thing.
Optic game on behind.
It's all competitive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just focus on trying to say margin, you know? Margin.
Yannick, cause Div 1 has 50%, Div 2 has 100%. Oh. No way he didn't know that they were playing with Mal. No quali, Yannick. I don't know what's happening. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Safety car content. Take a look at these lovely panoramic shots. Panda, where's Panda? Panda, actually in front. I think pitting before the safety car, although there's still a chance of soft tyres coming out, I think pitting before the safety car actually worked in its favour here.
Yes.
Because the Inters do have a long durability life on them.
Yep.
This safety car is a good moment to grab another beer. Yes, sir. Panda DNF in lap 31. Bingo. The monster says that. And the monster usually isn't wrong about these things. So, if you guys remember back to the dark times of Baku, the monster was a very untimely victim of that circuit. Multiple times, I will add, due to commentator's curse. He has now, ever since, gained the miraculous power of commentator's curse, yet not how being a commentator. I don't know how he does it, but he just does these things. Who are these commentators? It's me, Dave Alvin, or Cameron, or whatever you call me, and Verify, absolute little lad. Yes, I will show you all the penalties. correct me if I'm wrong, you can't serve drive-through under safety car, but there's a few drive-throughs across the grid. You got 3 in total. One on Final Flame, one on Rio, and one on Victor. Evan Song with 3, Jetpack with 3, Jacopo with 8 somehow, Tristan with 9, Morris with 3, Nova with 3, Oliver with 3. Oh, I know. A 3 and a 5 makes 8. You see, I took A-level mathematics, and I still could not do basic arithmetic. I can also not do my times tables.
We've got quite a long wait because we're waiting for Itchu.
Yep. All inters, but there you go. Ted, very enthusiastic to want to see the tyres. There you go, Tread. The points we can get this week. What team are you again, Yannick? I forget. I don't mean that offensively. But I forget what team you race for. Cameron, what's 6 times 8? 6 times 5 is 30.
You didn't answer 6 times 5.
Wait. Add 12. 42. Add 6. 48.
That took you too long, I'm afraid. You said A-level mathematics. You said the
Avatar,
wrong
we got a
equation.
1-2 yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Yannick. I know you're. I don't.
Safety car's coming in. It's not waiting for Itchu, who seems to have pitched.
Tires, so I can see it. There you go. Have tires. Oh, it is on mediums.
Oh, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on him off the start, but I'm gonna keep an eye out the front. AlphaTauri sandwich. It is an AlphaTauri sandwich. Harvey saying it is screwed. But the safety car is about to.
It's not. Yeah. He spun.
Spun? It's first
spun.
corner on medians. He's so screwed. Oh god! Oh, Panda getting out of shape there off the start on a really early get-go. Oh, Red Bull gone. Oh, and it's has retired on track.
He tried George Russell in real life.
Red Bull spun on the first lap. Morris there losing a position. The front two staying relatively consistent. Jacopo. There's some really horrible camera angles this is giving me. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, but it wasn't time for slicks at all, and Itchu found that out pretty quickly.
It's just not being. Wow, that's one way to DNF. Says Paranoid. Paranoid, honestly, in shock that someone would go onto the medium tyres so early. As we're looking at Oliveira, CPI Troye is up into 6th, up 12 positions. Fraser Fishy not being able to keep up, and Jetpack.
I feel so bad for my teammate Victor having to serve a drive-through penalty now.
He has to. When's he got to serve it now?
He's got to do it now.
He's got to do it now because 2 laps in the safety car.
Yeah.
Or just the time, or do the laps not count under the safety
Just
car?
don't
I
get
don't know.
speeding in pit lane. Oh, he's not going yet.
No, yeah, the count starts from now, so after the safety car ends, I think. Well, no, it'll say he gets a 5-second time penalty if he doesn't. Track is still on the dry as Panda is going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
I don't think it's raining onto the screen no more. It's not raining on the screen.
Check tires again. I will check tires again. Thank you for incorporating a voice crack into your typing. There you go. It's not raining. It is officially no longer. I can't say it's no longer moist. It is still moist, but it's no longer precipitating. There is no precipitation of moistness from the sky. That's essentially me saying it has stopped raining. The track is still wet though, so give it a few minutes and we might see some people pit for softs. I do definitely think 10 laps on softs definitely gonna have a major advantage. So get your backsides into the pit lane now, I would assume. Penalties. I could give you penalties. Jesus Christ, everyone wants to look at everything today. You better all not be race engineers in the chat. wonder if anyone's going to be on mediums or softs. Softs might not make it. No, softs will last 10 laps. Paranoid. Stop getting so paranoid. It'll be fine.
Oh, Victor is serving his drive-through. Ah,
Victor serves the drive-through. I'm just here for good times, not engineer stuff. That's good. I know you weren't. I know Paranoid is an engineer. Pretty goated engineer, I would argue. But
Troy and Oliver and Jetpack.
I am looking at this. This is the only thing I've really been looking at. This little...
Oh, he's getting overtaken by Tristan.
Oh. Oh, it's very tight through the corners. It's hard to say. Excuse you? Excuse you?
What?
Matthew would kill you. If what I heard is what I heard, Matthew right now would be flying on a private jet to your house. Oh! Final flame, 3-second typo over track limit warnings.
Troy gets past it as well.
I will inform Matthew on
who
your
is going
decision.
to pit? What?
I will inform Matthew on your life choices.
Well, because
we'll see what he does. You know what you said, and Matthew will come and find you. Jacobo, Dusty Driver, get him out the league. Jacobo's good. Like
a bit of an argy-bargy going on behind Troy.
I do see that.
He's officially just falling further and further back.
Yawned again, sorry guys. Oh! But CPI Troy gifted a free position. Got 7 seconds to second and first. No one's taking the gamble of a new set of tyres, I think. No. Tristan, 3-second time penalty from up with track limit warnings. As Panda still vibing out in the front. Oliver penalty update. We got to do this.
Who's spun? Who's that? There's a Williams round. There's Tristan.
Oh, Williams spun. Gotta love to see racing with the elbows out. Agreed. Oliveira and Jetpack in a fight. Jetpack, after nearly doing a Jetpack bar, but managing to absolutely save himself, hasn't gone into Wall of Champions yet, but could easily happen.
Morris on Nova?
No one's taken my bait, well, the bait in general of going into the pit lane. So I think they just gotta wait a few laps. I think this lap we might see a few people in because they'll be like, oh, 7 laps. That's good enough for softs. But bruh, Tristan just did. We are on crossover, says Tread. Tread says we are on crossover.
Who's gonna make the gamble then?
I don't think anyone wants to be first one. I agree with that.
And who's going to stay out?
Based on the fact, Tread, who do you engineer for again? I'm sorry, I think you engineer for someone. If you don't, then I'm sorry, but I swear you do. And if you do, expect that team's cars to come into the pit lane. Because if he's saying he jetpacks into the pit lane, calling it now.
Oh, he's saying jetpack in the pit lane.
Because if Tread's saying it's crossover period, he's obviously told his driver that. So, oh, VSC and pit stops are reduced under VSC jetpacks with a drive-through, and that is race ruin for Jetpack. But
there's another drive-through in there somewhere. Who's that? Nova. Nova's got one.
Oh, that's fastest lap. Hold on.
What are these What are these?
Here we go. Here are the soft compounds. CPI Troy onto softs. Jetpack, Nova, Jacobo, Final Flame, Tristan.
Panda has not pitted.
Panda hasn't.
And Evanstein.
Oliver, 3-second time penalty from over track limits. Damn, it's a drive-through. Damn game. My damn strategy. I hate drive-throughs. Jetpack in the mud.
Who's that in the pit lane?
I hate everything. I hate Cody's.
Pit lane is that? Tristan's actually hit the pit lane wall.
Oh.
He's just retired.
Oh!
Another Williams L again.
Oh, Williams, common.
Another week, another L.
he's a driver, okay? He can say that. He can have that fighting talk. I can't say that. I have to remain unbiased as a commentator, unless it's between verified Josh Tomo or any driver who I can slander and not get consequence from. Because
M-Ferk is also what? Final Flame's retired.
Oh, he has.
Final Flame is out. Is that going to be a full safety car?
Safety car.
Now everyone's going to pit.
Why? Why safety car? Why? Is it still too wet for softs? Because Final Flame and Tristan crashed on softs.
Maybe learn your drivers to race. Maybe learn to type properly.
Also, Ferk, it's not Ace, it's Verify. Nova's pit onto Inters.
Yeah, no matter what Nova or Jetpack do, they've got a drive.
True, but
they should have served that drive through the moment they got it.
Ferk, maybe learn your mouth to be nicer. Oh, Jetpack has done a Jetpack bar into a wall. It is all gone sunny side up in this race. Jetpack
Panda's gonna keep the lead.
Jetpack effect on himself. It's real.
It appears I've upset someone.
No, should not make that comment when he's driving.
Drive-through penalty for Oliveira. He's sat in P3.
What is happening?
Everyone's getting drive-throughs when they go into the pit. What's going on? Must be some kind of bug going on, but
I got crashed.
Nothing you can do about that.
I got crashed into on iRacing. We lost the worlds, and now this. Anyone who finishes now gets points. That is true. P12 to P1 get
Evan
points.
Sung did not pit. Everyone but 3 drivers. The gamble. The gambles. The track does still look a bit greasy, but
it looks a bit shiny. Shiny.
But I guess for their strategies to work, they shiny.
I had to.
Oh, God.
For reference, I have not watched that film. All I know is shiny, and I just thought it would be funny, so I said it.
Not too long ago, I watched that music video over and over again for some reason, just to hear him say shiny.
Oh.
Have you watched the guy actually, like, behind the scenes of him actually singing that?
No. Like I said, I haven't watched it. Tread says, we are throwing. I told him to stay out. I threw my driver into a wall. God, these engineers, man.
These engineers.
Ferrari and who does Obscure Cheese engineer? Whatever team Obscure Cheese engineers for, and Ferrari. Hire some new strategists and engineers. Well, Ferrari, you need them anyway. But
these engineers, there are 2 white lines that the drivers have to stick to at all times. But you're telling them to go outside of that? Damn.
At least I can't make Jacobo bottle because I ain't helping at the moment. What happened to Jacobo, actually? Mate.
Now you just said it, he's going to DNF from the restart.
Listen, okay, Pirelli sabotage does some cool again.
Evan Sung and Victor are probably going to be in big trouble here unless their tyre strategy is working out. Actually, a few more people have pitted back onto the Inters, I think.
I know, I did say a few people did pit back onto the Inters.
Shiny.
Stop.
Damn, what have you done?
Stop. Stop. Just stop while you still have a head. We paid Pirelli to give one flat tire to the Ferrari team. It's a manipulator, man. Safety car in this lap.
No, free drivers.
Evan's gonna take it slow off the restart. Gonna try and catch Panda napping. I'm just gonna keep an eye if there's any stop-start business. I don't think there is.
Gone.
It's all good.
Oh, are they gone?
Oh, huh?
What?
Huh?
Okay, it's still safety car. What? But it's now the track screen. Oh, we got a bug. I think the race might end like this.
The
Or is it gonna-
bug? I think this race has been manipulated. Going back to my previous comment,
I think it's. That's Alpine sixth.
I think it might just be a I think it might just be a spectator bug that it's. I think they're still under safety car.
But look at the gap to the safety car though. He has to let this. I don't think Evan's son can go any faster than what he is. Because the game will not let him. The game's not letting him. If you look at his throttle, it's going crazy.
Yeah, but that might just be him trying to slow.
So we are currently under a
We're under safety car.
We're still under the safety car, but it's kind of bugged. But it should have gone, but it hasn't.
No, I think we're fine. I think it's just a spectator thing.
Hopefully
And also it's also a little bit of a game thing where the safety car was called after the line to come in, and when the safety car is called coming in, the car breaks away from the pack, so that's why the car is some distance to the pack currently. Yeah, they can't go over like 120 miles per hour, so safety car game fix. Still very wet. It is still very wet. The track is still very moist. Panda switched onto softs though, and he's sliding quite a bit there. The rear end still. Look at him!
Oh look my! The sack on that guy, and the race is now going to go back underway. The safety car is going into the pits, and here we go.
Back underway.
And I think the engine. Oh, that's Panda! Alpine in the wall.
Alpine in the wall, along with him. I saw an end plate go flying. I could only assume.
He's missing a right end plate. But
I will quickly check penalties for the people. There's still a few drive-throughs on the table. As Victor flies 3, 5 for ignoring yellows. What? There's yellows?
There's yellows?
There's yellows? There might have been, and I might have just missed it.
We got a very buggy.
No, I think they gave those penalties. They usually give those penalties out after the yellows go away. So we probably just missed the yellows. Look, recheck the verge. That end plate went to the moon. Someone in the pit lane got hit by the head. Tread, are you alive? Did you get hit by more debris? Oliver, 3-second time penalty. Oliver's got 14 seconds. No, you were single digits last race, Oliver. It was so close. We could have done double single digits. We could have got double single digits. But
Oliveira, he's also got a drive through, and he's just making up positions. But and Nova is making up positions, but they all got a pit.
Where's CPI Toronto? It's quite far back. What's happening at the front here? A few pit stops. Panda, no, Oliveira and Nova. What happened to Panda? He's quite a
Jetpack didn't pit. He's got a drive through. But he has to do it this lap, or you get disqualified.
Jacobo is 6th. You love to see it. He's now 5th as he overtakes Oliver. Penalties are. It's all coming down to penalties. So I will show them. There you go. A few people will get 5 seconds for unserved drive-throughs, although reports may be made to say that they are not.
Oh, Victor makes a small mistake there. Oh, Jetpack almost spinning around as well.
It's very tight at the front.
Oliveira and Nova.
Oh, Jetpack with the send down the inside puts himself into P2, but with a drive-through and possibly more. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Jacobo into 2nd. No, into 3rd. Side by side, Fraser Fishy. Jetpack 5 seconds. Fraser Fishy as Evan. Sorry, Evan, I missed you over the line. Evan does take 1st. Fraser Fishy definitely will be taking second, maybe even first.
Oh, there's a
Take
driver spinning on
second.
the line. That's an Aston Martin. Oliver just.
Oh
spun on the
my
line.
goodness. What has happened here? I'm just gonna let the race play out and then I'm just gonna read it off the results screen because there's
What?
too
It's
many
just-
penalties. And I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it's just gone down.
I see comments like this is so manipulated. Only third. Jacobo is in there. Get in, son. Jetpack does well and gets gonna Goomba slammed out of the race. Fraser Fishy is your driver of the day. Can you, when I read off who's first, second, and third, can you add them into the VC for me? Evan says, "Oh my god!" I think this is Evan. Yeah, Evan. I think does take first. Evan. Look at yourself. Look at yourself on the podium doing the gritty. For God's sake, man, why you gotta hit the gritty on me? Does the gritty, stands up on the top step, receives. That's an odd trophy, but I do kind of like it. Receives a cool looking trophy and is gonna now spray the champagne. Well done. I don't know who else is on the podium. So I will skip the rest of the cutscene. I'm sorry. Evan P1, congrats. Fraser Fishy P2, Panda P3, Troy P4, Jacobo P5, Morris P6, Oliver P7, Victor P8, Oliveira P9, Nova P10, Jetpack P11, Final Flame P12, Tristan P13, Rio P14, Ids P15, Joshua P16, Sansol P17, and IRS Pink Eye P18. Let me just make sure I get everyone's penalty, because if it does not, like, I need to make sure that the admins can see all the penalties, because if people ask for penalty removals, then they need it. There you go. I think that's everything. Have you added the people to the channel? You have. You might need to ping them in the Discord and just let them know interviews.
Yeah,
Some of them might have already just gone straight to bed. It is quite late for them. Because they all probably... Oh, no, it's Saturday.
bedtime, isn't it?
It's probably bedtime. Great stuff on the Kelms, Cameron and Verify. Paranoid, pleasure as always.
No, Ferg, I'm not saying sorry at all. Your team is... You got lucky.
I can't comment as a commentator. He can say what he wants. He's a driver. I am a commentator. I cannot say. I can't
I'll
say.
be back on the grid next week. Don't you worry.
Oh god, you started a rivalry. I should probably check the constructor standings
Lillian.
and see how close it is between Alpine and Ferrari. No, Williams. Sorry.
I don't think they're gonna join. I've added them all in here. But...
I'll give them a ping. Maybe they need the ping from the comms man himself. Not that I am the comms man.
I'll call them, and then I'll call them. I thought you lot were starting the call, so I didn't. I thought you and Herbert were.
Let me message them as the... I would say the DO double comms, but it doesn't really work. What is the Discord? So Evan at Panda at Fraser Fishy interviews question marks. Someone Tread made a GIF. Jetpack my go, and it's Leclerc in a wall raging. Oh my god. I like to join for Spa. Like I said. Will I be free next
E3,
weekend?
AlphaTauri's TP have just put in a new contract for Panda.
Alpha
Even
Towers.
in Division 2 for 12 races.
Where's this?
Ooh. On the contracts. I don't think it.
Contract submission. Where the hell is that
It's
channel?
under league detail.
Under league details.
Yeah. on top of Formula V social media.
I can't see that channel.
I'm not,
Can I see that?
in the
Hey,
TP's chat.
wait.
You're not in the TP's chat.
Can I see that channel, please? As a commentator, I think I should have the rights to see that channel. Oliver F1, I did deserve a podium. You nearly got single digits in penalties again, so congrats on that. Fraser Fishy's out of interviews, so okay, I'll just say okay, no problem.
Yeah.
It's cool because now I'm a steward. I can see all the tickets.
Fraser Fishy getting romantic with me.
I don't think these guys are joining. So.
Never mind. Paranoid the Goat has just sent me a screenshot of the contract bot. What is your Discord ID? E3. What team are you principal of? AlphaTauri. What role is he or she going to get? Division 2 driver. Who are you signing up? Panda. Well, how long does the contract last? Full season, 12 races. He wanted to make that contract official ASAP.
Yeah.
He wanted that contract signed, sealed, delivered.
Straight up, you are not having him.
I think we're not going to get any interviews, guys. Sad to see. We're not going to get any interviews, so yeah, I mean, Verify. Glad you didn't participate today.
Yes, I am. A wet razor in Canada? Nah,
but was it?
I would have been in a wall. It's fine.
But was it a good race to spectate and observe?
It was actually, yes.
Yeah, so I thought it was a pretty
I
entertaining
did enjoy my
race.
time.
I do enjoy my time. So yeah, I mean, let me just check the calendar because I forget. Believe it or not, calendar.
Belgium.
Oh, it's Spa, isn't it? I should know. You literally told me earlier in comms. It's Spa next week then for Division 1 and Division 2. Back at normal time, I would assume, of 8 o'clock, not 9 o'clock. And then after that race, we'll be taking 2 weeks break to come back for Singapore. But we'll tell you all about that next week when we're actually back in at Spa. Verify, you have any comments to the stream?
No. I don't
Are
wanna
you
roast
sure?
anyone anymore. I'm done.
Man's
Don't
level
roast.
1 when I'm level 36. I don't play F1 anymore, okay? I just commentate. I just spectate. I don't really race too often. Sorry, what did you say? Someone was dissing me in the chat.
How dare you? Go.
Thank
Oliver,
you.
you spun in the race. There it is. We can end it now.
I can't end it on that. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week in Spa. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all real soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.